Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green, manager of the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys, who today have just heard from Kakuta that he is still unhappy with the contract because he likes living in Vancouver, Canada. Kakuta, come on now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer you $8,600 for 5 years, and I'm going to make you a crucial team player. That represents a massive raise for you. And you're no longer an important first-team player. You're now a crucial first-team player. What could be better than that? Who doesn't want to wake up in the morning and think, gosh, is my contribution to the organizations I care about, is it important or is it crucial? By the way, I would argue that nobody is really a crucial first-team player. You know, deep down, like, don't we all know that AFC Wimbledon and also everything else would go on without us? And it's good to know that. It's good to remember that, like, you know, ultimately, we are important, each of us. We are valuable and exceedingly rare, but we are not indispensable to the human story, which is good, I think. I think it's good. You want things to be able to go on after you and without you. News, Usiasu manager looks ahead to third match. Well, it's a bold headline, the kind that was written by an algorithm, but I'll take it. All right, we're just going to play against Bristol Rovers here because Manet cannot make up his mind about what an incredible opportunity it would be. We might have some blue-on-blue violence here. What an incredible opportunity it would be to move to South London. I mean, isn't Vancouver quite rainy? So it's essentially the same place, only you're making more money, but also the cost of living is much higher. But maybe not. I feel like the cost of living is quite high in Vancouver. I've looked into moving it to Canada, and that seems like an expensive part of Canada. Okay, hold on. I'm reaching for something, and I have acquired it. All right. I'm not going to show you how good I am at ground past bronze because I don't want to intimidate you. But it's that good. I am that good at ground past bronze. Wow, that wasn't very good. Wow. No, that wasn't very good. Wow, just fantastic. I mean, you could almost just watch that instead of this. Instead, I'm going to talk to you about my 5 favorite movies of 2017 or 2016. The 5 best movies of 2016. The movies that I think should win Oscars. Meredith, when this is uploaded, will the Oscars have happened? Hopefully not. All right. I have a very strong opinion about this. So one of the benefits to being in the Writers Guild, which I'm in because I once wrote the screenplay for Paper Towns, and despite the fact that the movie was eventually made using someone else's screenplay, because my screenplay was, well, for one thing, very different from the book, but for another thing, not great. I had to / got the opportunity to join the Writers Guild of America in the process of writing the Papertown screenplay. It was very expensive initially, but there are lots of advantages to being in the Writers Guild, and I am grateful for it. The biggest advantage, in my opinion, is that I get to watch most of the major likely Oscar candidates before they come out at my house on a DVD player, which is pretty great, and I'm very grateful to everybody who sends me those. So thank you, movie studios, for sending me movies. Please send me more like Star Wars-y, Terminator-y ones, though. I only send the sad ones. So I think the 2 best movies of the year, and I think there were a lot of good movies this year. I think we're kind of blue-on-blue violence. I've already screwed up and passed to the wrong player. I think there were a lot of good movies this year. I think it was an unusually good year for movies, and I think we're kind of in a golden age. People talk a lot about how much Hollywood movies suck, but I think that they're really good right now. I think we're in a really interesting movie time. So I thought the 2 best movies of the year were Moonlight. Have you seen Moonlight yet, Meredith? It's so good. And Hidden Figures. Have you seen that? Oh, it's great. So Moonlight is a story. It's a wonderful movie. Like, it's the kind of movie that would usually get described as quiet, and it is in a way. But it's about a boy growing up Oh, almost an own goal. Very dangerous. A boy growing up in a tough neighborhood in Miami, and he's teased a lot for his what's seen as his like lack of masculinity, and he also has a mother who is not very present in his life. She has a drug addiction problem, and that kind of controls her life. And that makes it sound like it's a painful, sad movie to watch, and it is in moments very painful. But it's so beautiful. It's so beautifully acted. It's so well made. The cinematography is some of the best I have ever seen in a movie. There have been doctoral theses written on how bad movies usually are at lighting the skin of black people, and how movie lighting sort of was built around lighting white skin. And this movie, in which there are almost no white actors, in fact there might not be any, is just the cinematography in it is just amazing. And it's worth seeing just to look at, but it's also a beautifully written movie. It's beautifully acted, and it's just really, really special. I've very rarely seen a movie that I liked that much. I mean, maybe 5 movies in the last 10 years have I liked that much. It's a movie that has stayed with me since I watched it and that I really loved. Second favorite movie of the year, Hidden Figures. Again, it's just an amazing story. It's the story of the women, the black women who were computers, that's what they were called, at NASA when they were trying to get Alan Shepard into orbit, or John Glenn into orbit, I guess. And oh my God, it's a great story. It's just it's like one of those stories where you cannot believe that it's true, but then afterwards you go to Wikipedia and it's all true. The 3 women who are sort of the main characters in the movie each have different roles at NASA. But they're in the American South in the 1960s, and they have this tremendously important job, and in a couple cases, like these women are important reasons. Oh, blue on blue violence! I was trying to pass to the person that I thought was me. Ay ay ay. If we tie this game entirely because I keep passing to people who I think are me, I'm going to be very frustrated. Should have forced Bristol Rovers into a kit change in this situation. Not my best work. Anyway, it's also a very funny and sweet movie. It's much less. It's much more, I guess, Hollywood than Moonlight is. But it's just like it's the best of Hollywood. Like it's the best of heartwarming and uplifting. And it's great to see a movie about the women in science and engineering and mathematics way before the conversations about women in STEM were popularized. That there have been women in STEM from the very beginning of computing, really. It's just a fascinating story. So that's my second favorite movie of the year. Third favorite movie of the year is La La Land, which I thought was great. Have you seen that, Meredith? You thought you didn't love it? I liked it. I liked the way that it ended. I would watch Ryan Gosling open a bowl of cereal and eat it all day long. Like that guy, I love looking at his amazing face and body, but I also think he's a wonderful actor. But I'm not going to pretend that, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, God, that was so good. That was like properly good football. And it was Parrot. It fell to Parrot with his terrible haircut. And then he was on his right foot and it was blocked. It's a little bit frustrating because this is the kind of game we need to win. And that's not a great corner kick by me. But that's on me. I take full responsibility for that. And then that's good and interesting. That was an interesting turn, an ineffective one. I would already be winning this game if it weren't for blue on blue violence. I liked La La Land a lot. I thought it was like well made and well shot and weird, and I liked the songs in it. My fourth favorite movie of the year that will probably not win, well, it will win an Academy Award, but it probably won't be nominated for Best Picture because it's a kid's movie, is Moana. I thought Moana was freaking amazing. And I've now seen it like 20 times because that's what happens when you have children. You see movies over and over again. Oh, boy. We need some high energy substitutions is what we need. Beer. So easily exhausted. If I have a criticism of beer, it is that he is too easily tired. All right, I'm controversially. Oh, I forgot to. Where is No. My bad. I thought I had Andy Bartram on the bench, but I don't. So Polion, you're staying in the game, and then I'm gonna take out Green or Green. I think I'm gonna take out Green and bring on the Monserrati and Messi Lyle Taylor. I feel like Lyle Taylor just needs an opportunity, although last game he had an opportunity and he failed miserably, and it was a disgrace, and we were all embarrassed on his behalf, but also on all of our behalves, because how could we support such a terrible, terrible finish? I thought Moana was awesome. I thought Silence was very good, the Martin Scorsese movie, although it was a little much for me, if that makes any sense. I just thought it was a little slightly heavy-handed, I guess, especially compared to like Hidden Figures and Moonlight, both of which accomplished their goals so subtly and nicely and without so much. I don't know. I don't know quite the word for it, but I do know that I just passed the ball out of bounds, like a properly good player. What else did we see? I thought Edge of 17 was excellent, really, really excellent. Oh, wow. Almost went down 1-0 there. And then a really bad job, this must be said. Shia LaBeouf trying to be clever. Usiasi manager not pleased at all. Especially not pleased with that because it was terrible. Oh, boy. That's a good tackle. Oh, Shia LaBeouf, thank God for him. And then get that ball out wide. And then that's a great pass. And we've got a chance. Go, it's a pretty good cross. Oh, shoot. Shoot again. Oh, it's deflected. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of what else we saw. I didn't see anything that I liked as much as those 5 movies. I thought Edge of 17 was really, really great. And the kind of movie that I'd like to see made more. I'd like to see many more movies like Edge of 17 made. What are the other big Oscar contenders? Did I see anything that I'm forgetting about? I thought Arrival was really good. But again, like, to me, Arrival was a very good movie, and the cinematography was beautiful, and I love how much like grayscale there was in that movie, and I thought that was really interesting. Arrival did not stand up against like that's a good looping cross. But it doesn't come to anything, like so much effort in this world. Okay, and they're just, at this point, Bristol Rovers, just pure desperation. Yeah, I thought Arrival was really good. I don't want to take anything away from Arrival. It's really good. Manchester by the Sea, I did not like. I did not like nearly as much as everyone else likes it. So whatever. I must be wrong because everybody else says it's great, but I thought it was too dark and a little bit manipulative. Like, I didn't buy it all the way. Like, in a similar way, I did not buy Girl on a Train, which also has gotten a fair amount of Oscar buzz. I thought Emily Blunt's performance was very good in it. I just didn't buy the movie. Like, I didn't buy the story of it, and felt the same way. Like, I thought Casey Affleck was really good. I just didn't really buy it. Whereas with Moonlight, I bought it all the way from the very beginning, where you just feel like the characters are, like real. And that's so for me, like, that's so much more powerful. That's good stuff. Good stuff, Lyle. You put us in an up position. Oh, it's magnificent finish in the 90th minute. And it's John Green, Nay Bennett, pointing at his former name, pointing at his maiden name. But Lyle Taylor made that happen and then a beautiful passing, and then a great finish from John Green. Oh, unbelievable. We need to pause and give thanks for Lyle Taylor in that situation, though, because the hold-up play was so good. The turn was early enough. Go to yourgolftravel.com for all your golf travel needs. It was just fantastic. Oh, 3 goals for John Green in 2 games, and a 90th minute winner against Bristol Rovers in blue-on-blue violence. I know it's mostly white-on-blue, but it's blue enough to confuse me with my very poor eyesight and the TV being fairly far away from my face and everything. That was just absolutely magnificent. Oh, and then Lyle Taylor is going to be denied an opportunity to score. But it doesn't matter. We won the game, and it was all thanks to Lyle. I'm going back right now. That's a great job, John Green. That's great leadership to go to the person who made that goal and make it clear that you're grateful to them. We're going back into the tunnel right now, and the first thing that I'm going to say is I'm going to try to bolster Lyle Taylor's confidence by saying that was a brilliant, brilliant beginning of the attack that led to the goal, and we win in the 90th minute. Let me know what your favorite movies were in comments. Maybe I haven't seen some of them because I kind of have only seen the ones that they sent me screeners of. So let me know. I thought Rogue One, by the way, was maybe one of the best movies of the year, too. It was very, very good. But thanks for watching. And we did it. We scored. We won at the very end. It was exciting. Best wishes. Quick PS. I just finished playing that game against Bristol Rovers, and then I came to check my email, and guess who's written? It's sorry, I'm stuttering. Kakuta Mane, who reports that he is content to accept my offer. Wait, remaining transfer budget 1.9, negative 1.9. I don't have the budget to make this move happen. Hold on a second. Do I really not have the budget to make this move happen? Have I been laboring under a false delusion this entire time? Got to go to my finances. I got to go to my budget. I think I offered him 8,000. Is that enough? How much did I offer him again? Maybe I shouldn't have been so generous. Looking back, mistakes might have been made, guys. Let's see here. Now, $3.7 million. That's not even close to possible. You know what? I'm going to have to stall and hope that $1 million shows up. Best wishes.